Hey guys, what's up? This is GaLm, and welcome to another update video. Today is May 13th, at least in terms of me recording this, and it's been a while since my last update video. My last update video was in January, and so yeah, we have a ton to talk about. But I want to try and keep this video a little bit on the shorter side, so I won't get into supreme depth of what I'm going to be trying to do or what I have been up to since, yeah, I can just do that maybe another time. But for now, let's go ahead and get into this. Before we get started, hopefully you guys are keeping yourself safe. Obviously, since my last update video, a lot of things have happened across the world, and that includes now kind of a global pandemic. So wash your hands, cover your face, and stay like miles away from other human beings if you can. And if you can't, keep yourself safe. Seriously. But all right, now that I've acknowledged a global pandemic, time to only focus on myself. So, in terms of what I'm going to be doing, I am trying to get back into doing YouTube and Twitch on a regular basis. YouTube, I would like to get to the point of 6 to 10 videos a day, and Twitch, I would like to get to the point of doing that 4 to 6 days a week. I want to be able to get a regular schedule out for you guys and for myself, so that way we can just kind of consistently do things. Consistency is the biggest thing for me because I haven't been able to be consistent for a long time. And obviously, if you've read the title of the video, there's probably quite a few reasons for that, and I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, there are a ton of games that came out recently that I missed that I will still be playing, stuff like XCOM, Chimera Squad, the Final Fantasy VII remake, the Resident Evil 3 remake, and a bunch of other things, stuff like Half-Life Alyx. We have other games coming out, like The Last of Us Part 2. I might end up playing the first Last of Us for like a third time before that comes out. And so, yeah, we're still going to have a pretty busy year, but I think this time we'll actually be able to stick with it once I have finished up everything else. And so with that said, that's kind of like the update of like what I'm going to be up to, kind of done, just because I don't want to get into too specific. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this game right here, right then, because that just never works out unless I'm literally doing it like that day. But yeah, I have been on a bit of a mental health journey, and it's definitely a journey because it hasn't been like focused purely on dealing with my mental health. Back in January, my last update video, I said that I was going to be going to an evaluation for ADHD, and I went, and clearly, again, if you're looking at the title of the video, I did get diagnosed with ADHD and anxiety, and I have been on a journey because I started medication in January, and I've been on Adderall extended release since January, and I've been on Lexapro, an antidepressant for my anxiety, since March. And so I'm basically learning how to be a functioning adult every single day. I'm like a scientist for myself. I am just constantly being like, okay, so what actually works for me and what doesn't? And it's tough because obviously as a person with a mental disorder, that mental disorder is like not going to go away. You know, taking medication isn't like a cure. I'm still a person with a mental disorder, and I don't think I am on the exact dosages that I need to be for my day-to-day life, because I still struggle with a lot of things, but things have also drastically changed, and so that's what I am excited about. But I did want to emphasize that, yeah, the entire time I've been on YouTube, my entire life before that as well, I have been a person with mental disorders, and for a lot of that, obviously I wasn't medicated or getting treated for it until January of this year of 2020. And while I've suspected it for a long time, since even before I was a teenager, like my mother told me at one point that a doctor suspected I had ADHD, and she just didn't agree with that, and I just never got diagnosed, which sucks because boy, things would be drastically different had I been medicated much earlier. But that didn't happen, so you know we'll be reasonable for now and just focus on what we can do. But yeah, over the last few months, I've seen drastic changes. You know, beforehand, my sleeping schedule was just unmanageable for me. And I tried. Like last year, 2019, I started seeing a therapist in January to get diagnosed for ADHD, but that wasn't actually the process I needed to go through to get diagnosed for ADHD. And also because of my anxiety, when my psychiatrist asked if I wanted to be diagnosed, I told her no, because I thought that would be awkward to ask her to diagnose me. So yeah, I'm learning how to get over myself in a lot of different aspects, but it does take time. And I do ask, and while you guys have been very patient with me, some of you for many years, there are so many games that I promised to play, like say fucking 8 to 9 years ago, that some of you are still around waiting for, and thank you for that. But yeah, I've definitely been trying to make up for my mental health over all these years, because there's so many things that I want to do that I haven't been able to, even in terms of just my own personal life, even just like organizing things in my house. I would only be able to do at very key like moments where I felt like, oh, I'm ahead on videos, or well, fuck it, I'm here right now, I might as well do this thing. And then maybe for like an hour I organize stuff. But now on medication, I can do tedious tasks for hours upon hours upon hours. I'm just now on the opposite side of a spectrum of productivity, because beforehand I was a person with ADHD who wanted to do a ton of things, but couldn't really do the things I wanted because I couldn't keep my attention on those things. It felt kind of painful, frustrating to try and sit there and focus on certain tasks, whether that was cleaning or doing other things. It felt like there was a wall there and I couldn't actually do those things. Now I can do that. I'm on the other side, but at least the same problem, because one, I would sit there and struggle and like end up like binge watching anime, binge watching a TV show, having a messed up sleep schedule, and I wasn't getting YouTube and Twitch stuff done. And now I'm on the other side where I'm getting a fuck ton done, but because I'm getting a fuck ton done that isn't Twitch or YouTube, I'm still not doing Twitch or YouTube, but at least I'm being super productive. And I think I'm finally getting to a point, and like that's like the biggest thing that I want everyone to like know, that I think I am getting to that point where I'm clearing off this to-do list that was it was expanding. It was like a mountain-sized to-do list over the years. Simple shit like wipe down the staircase of dust, clean the bathroom, wipe the bathroom floor, sanitize it, organize my cables, so many different things that I put off for years. I'm suddenly able to do like fuck tons of it within a day. And that's exciting for me. And I think at some point, hopefully soon, we're going to get to that point where all I have is my schedule. Just play a game. Play The Last of Us Part 2. Play Mass Effect 5. just random games. Finally go and finish, or I'm probably going to restart Red Dead Redemption 2 when I pick it back up on PC. But I want to be able to get those things done and just be able to focus on those rather than my ADHD just kind of flinging me around all over the place. And so, yeah, we're going to see what ends up happening with this year, because again, so many things are so different for me. I struggle with so many things in the past, and I still have struggles now, but it's a different level of struggles. And so I'm learning how to be an adult. I'm learning how to be like, oh, this is how easy it is to fucking clean up. And if I sit there and I'm finding things to like cope, like, okay, my mind is trying to overcomplicate this. What am I actually trying to do? I'm trying to wipe the counter. What do I do with that? Just wipe left and right with the cloth. Wow, it's clean. Rather than beforehand where I just have like so many different things going on in my head that would block me from doing it, because I'm like, well, I need to do it this exact way in this exact sequence because of this, and this. Oh, gosh. Yeah, sorry. Again, I'm still a person with ADHD. I'm still going to ramble all over the place. I don't even remember exactly what I've talked about in the last however long this update video has been going. But I'm excited. I'm excited for what's going to happen once I reach that point of being consistent. I'm excited for what could potentially happen if I continue to try out the different dosages of my medication. I think I'm at that point where like 1 or 2 more uppages in my medication will be what I need. Because I'm not experiencing any like negative side effects with my current medication. And I'm able to do a hell of a lot, even all the way up to the point where it runs out. Because Adderall extended release doesn't last all day. It lasts like 7 to 11 to 12 hours. So if I'm taking it at 8 a.m., which I'm doing most of the time, then the fact that I'm able to do stuff even at like 10 or like 11 p.m. at night means that I'm better. I'm getting better in so many ways. It's awesome. But yeah, I now have the energy and the control to be able to do things, but I don't have the full control to prioritize what I should be prioritizing, which is YouTube and Twitch and you guys. So I need that little tweak, those tiny little tweaks, and we'll be able to make it. And if not through medication, then just through the way I handle life, which has been changing over and over and over again over the last forever, really. And I'll talk more about that. I think it'll be important to talk about my overall mental health journey in the future in like a more precise video once I know more about my own general mental health and how the medications are affecting me, because yeah, it's changing day to day, and I'm at the point where I don't know what's getting fixed because I'm taking ADHD medication, what's getting fixed because I'm taking anxiety medication, and what's just getting fixed because I'm just living a different life day to day to day. But at the very least, if you are a person who is struggling and has been struggling for years, I highly recommend trying to get that sorted out. Whether that's starting therapy, or for me, like I strongly recommend medication has been the final key that I needed. I struggled for years trying to like adjust my life to get better. Because again, I suspected I had ADHD for a long time. I've spent many years looking at ADHD things to like figure out coping strategies. And I just couldn't actually stick with those coping strategies until now. Once I started medication, that could actually help me stay on target for those things. And so if don't be like me. Don't go to a psychiatrist or don't go to a therapist trying to get diagnosed, then tell the therapist that you don't want to get diagnosed when she asks if you want to get diagnosed. And just go if you don't have any like barriers, because sometimes it's way easier than you could ever have imagined. And I also want to thank everybody I wouldn't have been able to even get the help that I needed without the support of all of y'all through these years. I wish I had gotten, medicated years ago. Things could have been drastically different. I could have posted fucking thousands of more videos and been way more consistent, but we are where we are now, and I'm still happy enough where it is, especially as things continue to change. But I'm going to shift gears here before I ramble on too long, because I do want to open up a few packages that have been sitting around since, like December and January. One was from just before quarantine started here in Austin, Texas, and then that will be that. All right, let us try and get these packages open. I fucking swiped my coffee off of the desk right after I cut that section there. So we're going to just go ahead and get into this. Rather than trying to fluff things up, I still have problems with being a little bit too ambitious, including with this update video and all update videos I've ever done. So many retakes to give you guys simple information. I gotta get better at that, but for now, let's just open up the box. That's all I need to do. So this is a box that I received back in March. The name on it says Tony. All right, what do we got here? I already see, hold up, this grabbed my attention first. We've got a Nintendo 64 game, Turok 3. Oh, shit. I actually did dabble a little bit in Turok growing up. Wow. Holy cow. Does that mean... Holy shit, you've just completely reminded me of a section of my life that I forgot about. All right? Tony, holy cow. Whoa! Tony, what the fuck, Tony? Hello? He sent me a 10 terabyte hard drive. I didn't expect that. Holy shit. Oh my god. And it has a 320, or no, okay. It has a 32 gigabyte flash drive, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Wow, all right. Yeah, I do need to actually set up I have a couple of hard drives that I've just had sitting around that I really need to hook up and organize my files and stuff with. He also sent me a few other Nintendo 64 games. Oh my God, Tony. We're gonna hold up. We're gonna open up his letter and we're gonna find out what they want to actually be referred to as. Oh, there you go. All right. I've never actually known how to say your name, Taishia, but thank you so much. Hey, GaLm, just wanted to say, love the content, so here's a hard drive so you don't run into the same issues he runs into. Keep up the good work. P.S. The N64 games are for Tom whenever he decides to visit. Oh, for Tom. Okay, that's fair enough, right? Like, I don't have a Nintendo 64 set up or anything. Okay, so Tom will need to receive these packages. I'll have to like go to their place in like a hazmat suit or something if they're willing to accept. But okay, I'll bring this over to the Tom. But that's, that was also exciting to be like, oh shit, I actually did play a couple of other shooters before. I attribute Halo to being like my first shooter, and to be fair, it's my first shooter I ever like played a ton and then beat. But growing up, I would occasionally play a couple other like N64 games or PlayStation games, and Turok was one of them that I played and was like, wow, this is really cool, alongside GoldenEye. One day I will need to actually go back and play GoldenEye and Turok to be like, hell yeah, child me, I finally beat those games. But alright, fuck yeah, oh my god. 10 terabyte hard drive, that's gonna come in really handy, especially because I've moved my setup around and I'm gonna need some space. I've had some hard drives dying recently, and I think it's finally time that I start actually backing things up, because I haven't been. Because I've been dumb and I have ADHD and anxiety, and I used to look at things and go, I need to do that, and then I wouldn't. Which, that's real rough. Okay, this one is from New Zealand. I'm going to be careful not to say like the first name again in case it's not something they don't want out there. But I figure Tony was at least a generic enough name that they don't mind. I'm a Tony, after all. I'm an Anthony. I'm getting package stuff stuck all over me. That's fine. That's okay. When did I receive this? How bad have I been? Oh, January. Okay. See, the last update video, I opened up a bunch of stuff from like 2018. This isn't as bad, because these are things that arrived like either around that time or that I found a couple of letters that actually aren't in the room with me now. But I found a couple of other letters that I'd picked up and had just kind of been lost in storage. But this one is from a little bit more recent, and I'm hoping that I'll just address these a lot more quickly. Whoa! Holy cow. I think I've seen your posts, Bright Shadow Wolf. Holy cow, on Instagram. I think they tag me and have cool little art like this. Was there anything else in this before I open it up? Oh, wow, look at that. Chocolate. Wait, hold up. Italian Piedmont hazelnut. 33% cocoa cream and milk chocolate. Neat. Destination, Italy. Oh, New Zealand. West Coast buttermilk caramelized white chocolate with gingerbread biscuit. These sound cool. These sound nice. A big part of me is tempted to break my like personal order of like don't eat food sent from someone. But these are sealed, and I trust sealed packages a little tiny bit more than not sealed packages, right? Like if you send me a Ziploc bag of cookies, I'm not eating the Ziploc bag of cookies. But if you send me like a triple fucking bank titanium steel locked case that could only have been opened up once ever, I might consider it. But then I remember that Sherlock movie where fucking Robert Downey Jr. got dosed, and then they like perfectly hit it by melting the top of the wine or whatever. Yeah, that's how my mind works. So I'm gonna very quickly read through this letter to see if it's one that I can read. Oh, if it's even a letter. Oh, it's just Hold up. It's sketches. And then maybe a letter? Don't read out loud. I gotcha. Okay, thank you so much, Shadow Wolf. I read through the letter that said do not read out loud. And thank you very much for this. They have a few doodles here. Oh, shit, look at that. Yeah, okay, hold on. They didn't say don't show the sketches. They sketched Amaterasu from Okami. I'll focus my camera manually here. Hold up. Nope, phone. Not dealing with you right now. All right. Look at that. That's really, really cool. I still need to play. I'm going to be blurry for a bit here. I still need to play Okami for y'all. I'm super excited to do that. And then they have a couple of other sketches on here. For wolves, these are like wolves of me and Aphex, and I've seen those around on Instagram. Thank you so much for the sketches in the sketchbook. These are legit exciting. Whoa, hold up. Back in focus. All right. Whoa. I think they've got some songs in here as well. I suck already at English lyric songs, but we've got a couple in here that are, I'm assuming, is there New Zealand language? I'm not even going to try and like make up a name for a language or anything, but whatever this language is in. Thank you so much, Bright Shadow Wolf. One thing I've also like struggled with in terms of doing after these videos is like actually following up and like messaging the people who sent me packages when I said I would. I'm going to try and do that this time. I think I might actually succeed in going, hey, thank you for sending me the stuff. But if not, hopefully they come to the videos. And if you're here, thank you so much again to Taishia and Bright Shadow Wolf. Thank you guys so much for your packages. Now here's one. We're going to move on here. This is actually one I already have read. This is one I've already read. Shoot. That's awkward. Okay. There are a couple letters here that I do have that are in the house and are being kept with the other fan mail and stuff that I have since I've been trying to at least keep all of those kept together in an organized enough fashion, and I will have to get that the next time. But for now, okay, those are a couple of packages. Thank you so much. Those are very cool. Yeah, both the sketchbook and obviously the hard drive and everything else. Even if these aren't for me, it's always cool to be like, oh shit, look at these. Fucking Nintendo 64. There's a couple other games in there. You have Mace: The Dark Age. I'm trying to like look at them without opening them and contaminating them. There's an Activision game in there. I don't know what it is. There's another game in there. Shit. It's very tightly packed. Okay. That's for Tom. I will message him and be like, I've got a package for you. And hopefully he'll be like, okay. I'm not going to give him any more information besides that. But all right, I'm going to end off the video there before I get too overambitious and want to do a bunch of things. That was one of my problems with this update video previously throughout January, February, March. I kept on wanting to make just like a super vlog and just show you guys everything and just talk about my life story, show you guys vlog footage from 2019 and like pictures from all over the years. I'll still probably include a couple of pictures throughout the video just to kind of like show, like a little, emphasize a little bit about what I was talking about for overall like my mental health, but I probably won't do too much because I need to just get this video out, get ahead of myself on YouTube and Twitch, and then I can start the ambitious projects of trying to get into vlogging and doing everything else. But for now, thank you guys for watching this update video. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me through all of these years, through all of like the miscommunication and lack of communication on my part. I think that we're finally getting to the point, we're finally transitioning, for me, the point where I'm going to actually be able to hit those targets that I keep setting up, whether that's vlogging or posting on Instagram and just showing you guys way too much goddamn food, or just playing games on a regular basis and being able to hang out with you guys on Discord or in the community games and everything else. But for now, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys later.